In today's video, I'm talking about the revenue tug of war that exists. And if you're wondering, like, Christine, what kind of tug of war are you talking about? Is this direct versus OTA? Is this, something else? Well, it is something else. And you're going to find out that the issue isn't direct versus OTA, it's something that's happening inside hotels with hotel teams. So let's jump in. Okay. Imagine this scenario. You've probably lived this out. Your marketing team rolls out a stunning direct booking campaign they've worked on. The campaign is well planned. They have a number of different touch points, email, social media, influencers coming in. There's lots of different things going on to support this direct booking campaign. It includes a targeted email, a landing page, and this offer is available on your direct channels and can only be booked via your website. And then 2 days later, your revenue manager launches an OTA flash sale at a lower rate. And the guest sees both, and guess which one they click and book? Well, from the outside, it looks like the classic fight of direct versus OTA. But as hoteliers, we do love a good OTA versus direct duke it out conversation, but that really isn't the real battle. The real battle, as I said, is inside the hotel walls. Two teams are working together towards the same goal, which is revenue, but they're not working with a unified plan. And before we go further, this isn't about blaming revenue or blaming marketing. Both are trying to do their best job. And it's not about going anti-OTA either, because OTAs are valuable partners that do bring reach and help to fill rooms as needed with a strategy. It's not about ignoring tech, although better systems can help, but they just can't replace a shared plan. There is really nothing more powerful, I think, than putting together, instead of a revenue tug of war, having a four-legged race or a three-legged race, depending on your organization. And that would be between revenue, sales, and marketing. And if you already have an integrated commercial team with shared KPIs and timing, well, you are ahead of most. In most cases, these departments are siloed. And so what this is about is uncovering the hidden friction that's costing you both direct and OTA revenue. And how the revenue tug of war often shows up is a direct offer is undercut by OTA pricing, which then snowballs into an issue for your front desk because they're not particularly confident in quoting direct rate pricing. This is why we have a problem around front desk teams telling the guests that the best price is on the OTA. The lack of parity isn't just confusing and complicated for your prospective guests, those people who are looking at you and considering your hotel, but also for your team. Because if your team is looking and quoting rates and they are constantly being told by the callers through emails, yeah, I'd love to book your hotel. I see this better rate. Can I just get that through you? This is why this is happening. And website traffic and mentions in AI search tools are climbing, but conversions are still happening on booking.com. And so and also another one is your database has dead OTA masked emails in them. And these temporary emails from Expedia Partner Central or mbooking.com, these temporary emails disappear after checkout a few days after. So you can't remarket. So that's one profile with a dead email address. So leadership starts asking two tough questions. And in the executive and revenue meetings, these are the questions you're hearing. Question number one is directed at marketing. Why is our direct channel performance not growing? And question number two, directed at revenue management, is why are OTA commissions so high? And so each question is valid on its own, but asking it in the same meeting raises a flag. And there's a disconnect that they just don't see. There are two departments that are essentially competing in their tasks and responsibilities for the same room booking. So what no one is saying is this isn't a channel problem. So a channel being direct or the OTAs or some other channel. It's a coordination problem. And the part that stings a little is sometimes leadership doesn't fully back the direct channel. If leadership doesn't fully back the direct channel, your guests won't either, because you can't build guest trust in booking direct if your own team is pulling in a different direction. So here's a few common and costly beliefs. OTAs bring reach, why fight it? True, they're not the enemy, they're a valuable partner, but making them both your safety net and your main driver creates a strategy tug of war. Direct is more expensive than OTAs when you factor in ads. This is another myth that is out there, and that is not true. Direct channel acquisition costs average by industry publication 5%. Now I know that there's lots of variability in there. Some hotels are as low as 3, I have seen, and others are as high as 9. But acquisition costs are generally lower than OTA commissions. And the third myth is that tech is the problem. And that's only partly true. No PMS, CRS, or channel manager can fix misaligned priorities. Sure, tech is going to help solve a lot of the issues, particularly a good CRM, but I think you'll find that we need to start with aligned priorities. So what now? Well, you won't fix this by picking a favorite channel, and you won't fix it by buying more tech. You fix it when your revenue and marketing strategies are aligned and work together. So a couple of things that you can do. Bring your team together, have conversations. What are you looking at? What are you focused on? Having more visibility in terms of everyone's responsibilities, their KPIs, how maybe you don't want to talk about incentive programs together, but in leadership, we want to make sure that our team's incentives are not fighting against each other, that they're working in synergy, and really just bringing some awareness to what everybody's working towards through a team meeting. Typically, marketing and sales may have a meeting, or just the marketing teams, that doesn't include revenue. And everybody that is responsible for driving revenue, be it through marketing, sales, or revenue management, need to sit at the revenue table. So you can win in direct and in the OTA when you're not in a revenue tug of war. And that all starts with good conversations. So thanks for watching this. If you are looking for ways to learn more about Malfair marketing, what I do, other articles that I have published, visit malfairmarketing.com. Thanks for watching this video.